Hi, I'm Alexis and I'm going to show you how to make these lizards out of pony beads. They're good crafts for the times that you're stuck at home. So what you're going to need for these lizards is at first you're going to need beads. Now I prefer pony beads in my opinion because they are the easiest to work with. They have a big hole for the yarn to go through and they're sort of cylinder shaped. So, next, you're going to need yarn. You're going to need the yarn so you can put all the beads together, like so. And then you're going to need tape to tape the ends of the yarn. You can use scotch, any type of tape. And then you're going to need scissors to cut the tape. And you are also going to need a clasp if you want to hook it on to things. You can leave it without, or you can leave it without the clasp and just have it with a tail. Or you can also add this on with the clasp to make a cool bracelet. Alright, so first you're going to cut 36 inches of string. And you're going to fold it over, and that's how long it should be. Now we're going to make what my dad calls an aglet, the tip of a shoelace. So you wind it up, take a small piece of scotch tape, and you tape the end, but make sure that it's tight. See if it flattens, you just fold that over. After you see it's flattened, you fold it over, and that's what makes it tiny enough to go through the pony beads. Now we're going to do the other side. So now, you need 46 of one color and 6 of the other. So I am going to do this color along with this pretty purple. So I'm just going to take all of these because I have already counted enough. And I'm going to take them out and use them. Alright, so now that you have all your beads out, we are going to start it. Oh yes, and you need 2 black beads for the eyes. You don't entirely need them, but I think it would make it look more realistic. Close that up. Alright, so now for starting it. Yay! So you put them end to end. Now you're going to fold it in half and start at that top. Alright, so now we are going to take our first bead and we are going to put it in the middle of both strings. Make sure it's in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be close. There we go. Perfect. Now we take 2 of our beads and we add those on one side, just one side. So see, I have it on one side. Alright, so keep it away from the first bead, but don't let it be near the edge. So now we add 2 right next to each other. Perfect. Now we pick this string up and we bring this string under. So it's right in the middle facing up. Now we take our other string that doesn't have any beads on it and we put it through both beads. I do one at a time. The first one, now put it through the second one. And now we take both ends and we just pull till we get to the middle. Now you can check if it's in the middle. Now see, mine is not. So I can just pull on it and it'll move over. All right, there we go. All right, so now we are going to do the eyes. See, right there it says the eyes. So we are going to only take one of our main color and take our 2 black ones. So first we are going to put on a black one. Now you can keep them separate and then just do one at a time. So now we put our main color on. And now our black one, another black one. There we go. Pick it up, bring it under, and start weaving through. All right. There we go. And if it's bent like that, it'll straighten out the next one you do. The next one will straighten it out. All right, so make sure it's pretty tight, but not like super tight that it can't bend anywhere. So make sure it's kind of loose, but mostly tight. Now we're going to take 2 of ours and put them together. Put them on. Pick this side up, weave it. Put this side over, cross, weave one through, weave the next one through. And now we pull. If it gets jumbled up like that, that means that you're pulling too tight and that it should be lighter. So you just need to push down on it and it'll loosen up. There, now we're done with the head. Yay! So now we're going to move on to these feet. We're going to start with, I start with my left side all the time, but you can start with any side. You take 2 of our main color and you put them on fairly close to the body, to the head, I mean. And those 2 will just stay there. Now you take 3 other ones. I only grabbed 2, but you need 3. Put those farther away from our 2. Now this will be the web part of the lizard's foot. So we don't weave through the 3, we weave through the 2 though. With the same piece, we weave through these 2. And then you do the exact same thing on the other side. And you pull, and it should look like that. And you pull, and it'll get closer to you. If that happens, just put it back and pull a little harder. There you go. Now we do the same thing on the other side. All right, there's the feet. All right, now we have our front set of feet. Now we're moving on to the stomach. One of my favorite parts is the stomach. All right. So the strings may want to cross over, but don't cross them over. So keep them separated. And now we're going to need 2 of our main color and 1 of our tummy color, which is, we should have 6 of these. So 2 and 1. All right, so put them through on one side. We do our main color on the outside, unlike the eyes. All right, so we put the 1 color in the middle. Now we weave them through. All right, now we pull. There we go. Now we're done with the first layer of our tummy. Oops. Sometimes the string might get caught on your nails. Alright, now we are going to take 2 of each color. There we go. Now we do tummy, we do our main color on the outside. Then our 2 of the purple, which is my tummy, but it can be any color. We do the outside one. All right, perfect. Now we weave it through. Now we're going to weave it through all of them. The tape might get caught onto the yarn. Just pull it away. Like, just pull them apart and it'll work. Now, so let's say you don't have enough room for the tail after you do everything. That's okay, because you can tie on extra string and hide it inside one of the beads. Alright, so now we pull, and there we go. Boom, we're done with the second layer. Now, we do this exact same thing again. So, we take it, we weave it through. Oops, wrong color. Okay. That, take those 2 things. There we go. Now we weave it through. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we take 2 of our main color and the last of our tummy color. Now we add one of them on first. Basically the exact same thing we did up here. Right. Do that. All right, there we go. Now we are going to do the back feet. So it's basically the exact same thing you did on the front 2 feet. All right, so now we do 2 beads, 2 of your main color. Alright, so we weave them through. If it doesn't look like you have enough string, you might want to do 30 to 40 inches instead, but you'll definitely have enough, probably. Now you weave through like normal. Alright, now we just keep doing 1 bead. So you should have 8 beads left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now we just keep weaving 1 through. And this does not take up as much space as any other one would. So we just keep doing this until we finish all our beads. Alright, now we're all done. So now if you can either just do a double knot and tie it off. Now if you want to add a clasp, you can. So if you want to add a clasp, you do a double knot. Alright, so now that your double knot is done, you take your clasp, you find the little hook area, and you weave it through one side, and you tie it. Then you do 2 more knots. All right, there we go. Now, if you want to make it a bracelet, you take one of like the things that are on your key ring. You take the top part and you weave it through. All right, there we go. All done. Now, if you want, now you can just cut off the ends and boom. Well, now you know how to make these cool lizard crafts. Bye.